Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your number one fan nation coming to you today again with another one of these FIFA 18 experiments. Since you all seem to really enjoy the strongest team versus the fastest team, I thought I'd bring back another one for these versus series. You guys went ahead and had a vote, and the next versus series you did want to see is the oldest team versus the youngest team. So this was a very interesting matchup, because what is going to happen in this one is all the youngsters, they're going to rapidly grow and improve throughout the season, while all of the old guys, they're going to start off with pretty high ratings, some of them in the 80s, 85s, but they're going to drop rapidly throughout the season. So they're going to kind of meet each other in the middle, and then we'll see if the oldies can hold out or if the new boys can soar above. It's going to be a one-season challenge, and to make it even, these are kind of the rules and stipulations that I had. It was 18 and under for the youngsters, and it was, I believe, 30, 35, 36 for the old guys. And if you are excited for this versus match, then go ahead, take your large, probably erect nipples and smush them into that like button right now, and subscribe for more FIFA 18 goodness. But without further ado, let us begin with the young team. And of course, spearheading the attack for the youngsters is highly considered the best young player in the world, and that is Kylian Mbappe. He's been doing meh for PSG, but he had a scintillating season last year for AS Monaco, and he's going to be up top, front and center. Has a ridiculous potential of something like 93, 92. Won't accomplish that by the end of the season, but easily could be up to 85, 86-ish. Out on the left side is the darling of career mode this year, and that is young Barco of Argentina. Once again, one of these kids who's relatively cheap, but he has something like 90 potential. Then on the other side is Christian Pulisic, who has 89 potential. Arguably the most hyped up youngster to come out of the Manchester United Academy in years, Angel Gomez over here, 64 rated, and he has a massive potential of 89. Then you have the Man City kid Foden, and I believe these two recently just won the under 17 World Cup, so congrats to them in England. A man that was on everyone's list, then kind of went away, now is kind of back, is Martin Odegaard. Has been making his way through the Eredivisie, and now he's got decent end potential still of 86. Speaking of the Eredivisie, his co-league mate over here, Matthijs de Ligt, is the hottest young defending prospect in all of Europe right now, and then Malang Sarr is probably the other one. Sessegnon has been touted as the next Gareth Bale, apparently, and then of course, Gianluigi Donnarumma is the best young keeper in the world. Now in the right back position, a little Liverpool love, and that is Alexander-Arnold coming in at 69 for the Bants. And then as you can see on the bench, there's a lot of brilliant youngsters in here. You got Lafont, you got Justin Kluivert, Brian Diaz, Isak, Havertz, Upamecano, and Dika. I brought in the North Korean striker just for funsies. And then there are a couple other guys, Moses Keane most notably, this Spielar guy, the cloned Busquets. As you can see, a lot of brilliant youngsters in here, a lot of 17, 16, 18-year-olds in this side. And you can also see that they're currently on Wolves, so I'm going to refer to them as the Young Wolves. And that is because they're going to be playing in the championships. You put this team into the Premier League or one of the higher tier leagues, they would just get smashed on. So let's go ahead, move into the championship. That goes the same for the old. And I've gone ahead and placed the all oldie moldy team over on Aston Villa, a historically great team. Fallen on a little bit of hard times recently, but look at this team. As you can note, there are a lot of great players on here. Up top, you got Ad Ruiz, who's still kicking in his fine old age. How old is he, man? 36 years old. You got David Villa, who's 35. Could have gone for Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but I just thought to have him and Buffon on the team, it would just be too easy. They would win. Especially, can you imagine Zlatan in the championship? It would game over, bro. And still, even without Zlatan, this team is incredible. You got so many legends on this team. You got Kaká, you got Pirlo, you got Carrick, you got Gareth Barry, Barzagli, John Terry, Patrice Evra, Cerna, and then Gigi Buffon, 89 rated Gigi Buffon in between the six. And then on the bench, irony, I know that I put Akinfenwa on the old team but not on the strongest team, but he is here. What is he kicking up at? 35. Usal, Brzezinski, and Samuel Eto'o kicking on at 81, even at the age of 36. You got Tim Howard, Houlihan, Hilton, and then we got an international flavor over here, a couple Americans, a couple Japanese, and then just guys who are kind of filling out the roster. They were the top end rated people for their age range. So now that you have seen these two teams, I'm going to go ahead and place both of them into the championship, and then we're going to sim ahead one season and see which team will reign supreme. Doesn't matter if they win the league, it's just whoever is on top of the other one by the end of the season. That's all that matters. And you guys go ahead, vote up in the odd things right now. Please don't cheat, do not cheat. You're not cheating anyone but yourself. So go ahead. Who do you honestly think will win at the end of the league? The old team or the youngsters? Now, if you guys are familiar with this format, I like to go ahead and make a prediction right here at the start. And if I get my prediction right, then, you know, nothing really bad happens to me. Maybe you see a video of some puppies at the end of this vid. But if I get it wrong, then I have to do a forfeit. And I'm going to keep on the same forfeit that I had from the previous experiment. And that is, if I get it wrong, however many points that I lose by, I have to go ahead and eat whole jalapenos for every single point difference. It's going to be spicy going in and spicy coming out. So as you can see right here, we are in July of 2017. I will be simming as the youngsters. Honestly, I don't think this really affects anything, but we're going to go ahead and begin this sim to take us all the way to the midpoint, and that is January 1st, and see how these boys are doing in the championship. So this is the point where I have to make my prediction, and I don't want to say I'm confident in this one, but if you just take both of the teams at face value, the older team just seems so much stronger. I mean, they got Gigi Buffon in net. He's 89 rated, and keepers don't degrade all that quickly in FIFA. So I'm gonna go with the oldies. Hopefully my butthole agrees with me by the end of this video. But until then, let's go ahead and sim it to the halfway point. Take it over, Joey Wheeler.
Go time wizard!
By the way, if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, they're doing like a Yu-Gi-Oh marathon over on Twitch right now. It's free. Go watch it. It's an amazing series. I'm not even being sponsored by it. I just love Yu-Gi-Oh. Don't do it, Kaiba. Alright, as you can see right here, we are in January of 2018. Let's go ahead and take a look at the player stats at the midway point to see how it's going. And it is, holy banana boat, David Villa has scored 17 goals in the championship? Are you kidding me? Apparently MLS has just made him even stronger because the Spaniard is ripping it apart over here. Let's check down the list. Mbappe is in 6th place with a respectable 9. And then I don't think there's anyone else on this list from either Aston Villa or Wolves. Let's move on to assists, and it is Rosicki. Once again, the old boys doing it up. 6 assists, although he is tied with Sessegnon from the left back position, also has 6. And then there are 3 others that have 6 assists. Aston Villa, though, Adjuiz and Villa both have 5 apiece. If we go down, then Wolverhampton Wanderers also having 2 apiece. Mbappe and Havertz. It's very, very close so far. And then let's move on to clean sheets. Donnarumma, the young boys, take it just one more clean sheet over Gigi Buffon. Very, very close, guys. But we go ahead and we take a look. Those 17 goals from Aston Villa is just incredible. Mbappe only got 9. So I think that's the only real factor that has distanced them apart in this race. So you got to go with the old boys. Let's take a look at the table right here, and I got a peek on it. The villains are on top of the championship right here. 57 points to Wolverhampton Wanderers, who are in 3rd place, only 1 point behind Middlesbrough, though. The youngsters have 14 wins to Aston Villa's wins, but this is what you expect, though. Halfway through the season, the old guys, they're still pretty strong. They're still in like their high to mid 80s to low 80s. As the season goes on, though, you're going to see this shift. Aston Villa, they had to get out to a decent lead right here because the Wolves are going to close, and they're going to close hard because they're going to get better the entire season. Well, Villa is only going to go down in form. So is a 7-point lead big enough for the old guys to hold off the young Wolves? We will see. So take it away, free Twitch promotion.
Go time wizard!
All right, it's a little bit nervous here. I'm a little bit clenched up. I'm not going to lie. June 1st. 2018. Let's go ahead. Let's check the player stats. Nervous, baby. Okay. David Villa continued his scintillating form. 24 goals. He wins the Golden Boot of the championship. But Mbappe closing the distance with 18. A good season from him. And more worrying, young Barco came on late. 14 goals. and I do not see anyone else from Aston Villa on this list. So, I mean, total goal-wise, you got to give it to the youngsters. Assist-wise, Aston Villa coming on top with David Villa with 10 assists. But once again, the youngsters have closed the gap. Mbappe and Sessegnon with 10 apiece. Aston Villa have 2 more in the top 10 with Rosicky with 7 and Adriz with 7, and then no one else from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Goal-wise, you got to give it to the Wolves, and then assist-wise, you got to give it to the oldies. So it's might have to come down to the clean sheets. Let's click over. Gigi Buffon inches it out. 23 clean sheets to Donnarumma's 20. But is that enough? Is that enough to claim victory in the oldies versus the newbies? Let's see it. Oh, God. No. What a comeback. Yo. What a goddamn comeback, bruh. The Young Wolves run down Aston Villa. 2-point victory. 103 to 101. Wow, what a finish. And to my butthole, there's only one thing that can be said now. Rip, bruh. Rip. Thankfully, it wasn't that bad. I only lost by 2. Which means I have to eat 2 whole jalapenos right now. I'll be right back.
Go time wizard!
And if you thought maybe, oh, he's only gonna eat those thin jalapeno slices, no, oh, why did I buy such big ones? If you want to know, I'm not gonna do this the pussy way. There's no milk or any of that around here. I'm just gonna straight up eat these 2 giant jalapenos. So, cheers everyone! As I put these into my mouth, put your nipples onto that like button, because this is gonna suck all kinds of dick. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Oh, you did enjoy this experiment. Oh. Come over here, Disney. This will lead you to the last experiment. Oh God. If you want to check out my career mode, click over here. That is BMOnus. Only you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember to stay yourself, stay helpful, be weird every single day. The Bad Asian Nation. It grows. But no!